So yeah, just had to reboot the phone. Something just happened with, I don't know why. But anyway, I got the 35 millimeter prime lens because I thought for the price it was a good deal, and I might again go get the 24 to 240 Sony f. I think it's a f3.5 to 6.3. Don't quote me on that. I don't know what the f ratio is, but I don't say like 6.3, f4 to 6.3, or f3 to 6.3. But anyway, I've taken a few shots. I've used this camera a few times already since I got it a few days ago. And for some reason, right now, I'm in a real kick to shoot black and white photography. I was looking actually at getting the Leica Q2 monochrome camera. It was a decision between the Sony 7R Mark III and the Leica Q2 monochrome. But then I found a deal on one of Camera Store's websites where you get battery grip camera and one of these tough SD cards, 64 gig SD card, and I think overall with the lens, extra battery, the body, battery grip, I spent just under $4,500 with the 35 millimeter prime lens. That's f1.8. That shoots at minimum from f1.8, and the Leica Q2 monochrome would have cost me, with taxes, around between $8,300 and $8,400. So for roughly, I think half the price, I get a full set, full camera, like with excellent lens and whatnot. For some reason, I'm really into black and white photography right now. I don't know why, but it's just been like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just a need to shoot just black and white right now. I know if I got the Leica Q2 monochrome, that I think has a 28 millimeter lens that shoots at f1.7, or can shoot down to f1.7, and it produces amazingly good photographs. Like, the quality is just superb. But I can't justify buying an $8,400 camera to shoot just black and white photography. I mean, yes, it's an awesome camera, it's an investment. Leicas last for a lifetime and are passed on from generation to generation of, photographers. I maybe in the future, once I pay this thing off, I'll be able to, you know, buy like a Q2 monochrome. If I trade this, and I don't know, like, I want to keep this camera that I have, the Sony 7R Mark III. It's a fantastic camera. Like, it produces amazing photography, but there's just something about shooting black and white and just black and white. It's yeah, I just don't know what it is. If I wanted to like a Q, or sorry, like a M10 black and white, the body alone is roughly $11,500, and then you're looking at a $5,000 or $6,000 lens to go with that camera. So you're looking at roughly after tax $20,000 for one camera with one lens. That to me is simply crazy. Like, I don't make enough to justify buying a Leica M10. I know that it's, you're getting a quality camera that you're never going to resell. I mean, you're going to keep that for the rest of your life. Yeah, but, yeah, I don't know. I just can't justify the price. The price tag for it, like 20 grand for one camera body and one lens. I mean, for that, I can buy, 3 or 4 of these camera bodies and a few lenses to go with it. So that to me, this is why I chose this setup. I don't know if I'm gonna get any more lenses for this thing. I like shooting landscapes. I like shooting wide. I might get a 16mm prime lens. I know Vistec, where I bought this thing, sells them, or I could just go on Amazon and buy it. But right now, I am really happy with, the 35mm. I've never shot. Well, I mean, I've shot with like a 50mm prime lens f1.8. I enjoyed it, but with the wider, 35mm view from the 35mm lens, I can really get, a wide shot. And that's one reason why I bought it, and that's one reason why I'm really gonna enjoy our trip to Arizona and Utah. Now, I'm gonna get in touch with one of the guys that I follow on YouTube. His name is Jason Yoder. See if we can hook up, and if he can show us a few little secrets that he has, because he's from that state. So hopefully we can meet up and we can spend a few days or whatever together. Who knows? So I think that's going to be it for now. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. So yeah, I got a new camera. A new mirrorless Sony a7R Mark III. And I actually got an f1.8 35mm Sony lens to go with it. It's right here, and I got the battery grip as well. Now, the reason I got the A7R Mark III over the A7R Mark II, which was I think $1,100 cheaper, there are a few reasons why I got this camera over that. There's only one, well, on the A7R II, there's only one power button as well, and actually there's no power to turn the camera on the grip, which you had one on the A7R Mark II grip. The batteries on this are much better. They last much longer. And the camera, it actually sounds really good, and it feels really good. It actually sounds like a real camera. I find that when you release the shutter is just, it sounds so much better than the previous generation of Sony's. The reason I went with this camera over the A7R Mark IV, besides the price as well, basically the price. The store I had that I bought the camera from, it actually had a deal, I think for $3,100. You got the camera body, the battery grip, and a 64 gig card, which is the higher speed Sony card that you can put into slot 1. It just doesn't buffer as much. And yeah, I just want to say this is more for myself than anyone else, is that you or I have possibly one of the best cameras that you can buy on the market. Oh, is my phone overheating? I think my phone is overheating. I don't know. The screen just turned really, really, really dark. Hold on. I'm just going to stop this for a while and come back.